welcome to another episode of Joyful Eats. I'm here in Bali having my favorite breakfast, which is Babi Guling. So I've got two of my favorites, which is, let me see, I've got from Warung Pak Malen. I eat in here, this is my third time in 3 days. Every time I come to Bali, this is my breakfast. My second favorite is from a place called Warung Jambul. And finally, never been here before, some nearby place, looked a bit dodgy. Thought I'd give it a shot and hope I don't get sick. I still have all of tomorrow in Bali, so if I do have Bali belly food poisoning today, I've got a full day to recover. Alright, and I'm going to try pairing this with, never had it before, it's called Bintang Arak by Anand. He's got terrible taste, so we'll see what this is like. Alright, and I'm in my villa right now, which you can see. Hopefully the water feature sounds aren't too distracting, and I'm going to get started. Now what I should have done is brought some tissues because this has a lot of chili in it. So it's got all the different bits of pork. It's got one satay, all the lawar, the vegetables, the pork flesh. It's got the crackling, one piece of crackling, and bits and pieces made out of the pork. It doesn't have blood sausage, which a lot of others do, but it has these crispy pork skins. Alright, so what I typically do, I've tried to, let's see, it's very spicy, so I'm going to try and mix it without spilling it off the plate. So I already know what this is going to taste like. I get this every time. I've had it, like I said, twice already in the last few days. The one thing about this one, which I really like, is it's extremely spicy. Not by Western standards, so they do give you an option, no spice, in which case they don't bother including the sambal. I've done it for my Western compatriots who cannot handle chili. They think they can until they try it. And you can see, full of, I'm going to separate it, nice big bits of chili alongside all the sambal. So people may eat bits and pieces. I just like mixing everything together, so I get a bit of everything. So good. I should have got some water, but I will make do with this unknown bintang. Not great. Oh, it's actually quite terrible. Thanks, Anand, for this piece of crap. Oh God. I hope that doesn't ruin my Babi Guling. They include one satay, and despite this being my favorite Babi Guling, the satay I've never enjoyed, so I'm going to give it one more shot. not pleasant. It's not overly flavorful. It's not super tender, slightly chewy. It's okay, but it's not something I prefer to save my calories for something decent. I will try the crackling a bit better. Although, I think I've been gypped. Normally it's super crispy. It'll be something like this one. But this one's actually soft and tender, so I don't know what's happened. I'm gonna take a break and switch to the Jambul, my second favorite. So I'll actually start with the saute. First of all, it looks deep colored and looks tender. Definitely has more flavor. Still tough, so not ideal. Now the makeup of this is a bit different. They have a lot of pork meat, thick cuts of pork, and they have the lawar. And they have one massive ass crackling piece, which is very different from most other places. You got a bit of fat, the crispy skin, and it's a huge piece. So I'm going to move to the side and I'll compare them all a bit later. I'm going to mix everything now. Now one thing I've noticed about this place, even though it's delicious, they don't use much in the way of spice. And if you're wondering why I'm being a bit weird on how I handle the food, these 3 plates are on the point of tipping off, so I have to be careful not to tip anything off, at least before I've eaten. Okay. This is better than I remember. Super delicious. The veggies are great. The pork is amazing. They do have chili, but I can't taste it. It's very weak. Wow. That is better than I remember. Okay. Now to try the last one. It's from Babi Guling Men Esha, which I've driven past a few times, and I decided on the way here on the motorbike, hey, stop here, let me try it. It was the cheapest, so I think Pak Malen about $5 or $6 Australian. Jambul was about $3.50. This I think was about $2. I paid $3 as a tip, but this Men Esha was about $2. One big difference is I get the actually pork soup with the Pak Malen, and this is actually, let me have a sip, I'll talk about it a bit later. Some veggies and pork meat in here. Unfortunately, only one of them provides the soup. Anyway, so let's try this place. The pork skin actually looks really good. I hope that's not whatever that is. Oh, that's hopefully fat and not what do you call it? Anyway, really good. I'll try it later. So now to mix everything, it has the least quantity. I can see a lot of chili over here. So mix it all in with the veggies, a little bit of pork meat, not too much. It did look the most unhygienic of everything, so I am a bit nervous, but for the sake of science or this mukbang, I will suffer. Okay, this could ruin my trip. Interesting, it's a bit on the sweet side. It's like a sweet chili. It's not bad actually. The sweetness is a bit jarring, but the flavors are all there. I'm going to take a Yakult break. So it's not very spicy, but it's still got spice. It's a slow burning spice. The Jambul, no spice at all. And the Pak Malen is the spiciest. The mouth burner, the one that makes my nose run. Oh, that's so refreshing. So now I am going to try comparing the crackling. So let's start with this first. Get the crackling in there. I'll take the whole crackling in one bite. It's okay. I have no complaints. And for $2 something, it's a deal, it's a bargain. And if I don't get sick, which I will report, by the end of the night, then it's a win. So here, everything was good except for this, the satay. So now let's go with the sadly slightly soggy skin. That's not normal, it's the first time I had this. Normally it's super crispy, so I don't know what went wrong. Unless it's hidden somewhere. Nope. That's it. Get some lawar, some veggies, some chili, big bite. It's nice. It would be so much better if it not screwed up the crackling. All right. Don't know if you can see, I'm sweating my ass off out here. It's Bali weather. I've got a bit of the sun on me, and I'm sweating like crazy. I am going to have some house-made limoncello from my favorite limoncello in my second favorite limoncello in Bali, but one I can take home. That's straight out of the fridge. Got it delivered online. Oh God, I love limoncello. Not sure if it's suited for this because it helps deliver more spice. All right. Now Jambul, which has surprised me with how good their overall mix is. And they also have, the only one that has it, they have blood sausage. Can you try a bit first? Oh, more blood sausage. It's okay. So what I'm gonna do with this, get a bit of the meat, veggies. I'm gonna get a less fatty piece, small piece of meat. Because this is so huge, I'll take a bite. Actually, they've given this and another piece here, 2 big pieces. crackling is amazing. It's the best for any Babi Guling I've ever had. Oh. Surprisingly, overall, I'm actually enjoying this a lot more, or a bit more than the Pak Malen, which has traditionally been my favorite. If this only had chili, it would be perfect. Oh, I'm shocked. Let me have a bit more. So, this is not really a contender. It's nice, and for the price, definitely recommend it. You have to have Babi Guling and Seminyak. These are two to go to. Based on this, I would definitely recommend this. But there is one thing that the other two are missing that Pak Malen has, and a great soup. The soup has some sort of veggie. It has bits of pork, which I actually don't normally eat because there's enough pork with this, and a delicious pork broth. Oh, I love this soup. So I ordered extra 2 to fit in here. They give you a small soup with the special, but have to order extra every time. Oh, this soup is so good. I've had soups from other Babi Guling, nothing has ever compared to this. So, in terms of which is the best, I can't decide. Is it even? If there was no soup, then Jambul would be the winner. It would edge it out. If Jambul had some more spice and a decent soup, it would win easily, hands down. I am actually going to mix some of the, can find any of the standalone sambal and chili. Mix it in. See, they have big pieces of chili. Let's try. Oh, there's pipes. Let's get a big bit of this. Honestly, they're also good. The extra chili didn't really help. I should have added this before, but it's still so good. The limoncello is on point. The soup is amazing as always, but it's a bit warm now. It's best when it's piping hot. I haven't tried any of this air fried, whatever it is, crackling. I'm not a huge fan of it in general. So one more thing to try while I'm in Bali is this coconut liqueur, also made by Baracca. Last year I took a bottle of this home. It didn't last long in Darwin. This is amazing. Wonder if we could get this in Darwin. Best served extra cold, and this heat is warmed up a bit, so I will right after this put it straight in the deep freeze. Oh, I think it'd go well with the nasi lemak, the coconut rice in this. I need some spices, mother. Oh, drop the fork. I'm gonna have some more of this. I need the extra spice. My fingers are a little slippery from all the sweat and from touching the pork fat. One more yakult. Hopefully the probiotics fight against any potential Bali belly. Alright, I'm going to finish this in private, so thank you and see you again someday.